This right now. Why? On a Sunday night, you usually do it on Thursday morning. Well, it's Thursday morning. I will be working this week. I also got going out of town this weekend to go see the jiu-jitsu fights, jiu-jitsu tournament. Everybody knows me knows I'm into that. I can't do it, but I like watching my friends do it. You know, and I told my homeboy, I said, man, you know what? If they're gonna talk shit, like if they got you down in the headlock or something like that, I'll run up on the mat and kick the shit out of them. I'm not playing, bro. I don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. I said, I got your back, bro. You ain't gonna lose. Anyway, man, so how's everybody been doing, man? This is episode 94. 94, 94, 94, Dirty Whore. Oh, I better turn that off. It's probably someone telling me to keep it down. Like, you know, there you go. Turn this on. Don't disturb, please. All right. Okay, guys. So, welcome to the Morning D podcast. This will be released probably Wednesday morning or something like that. I don't know. It depends how I feel. It might be Monday morning on YouTube, Spotify, and all that fancy junk. Um, Definitely, man. We're here. We're fucking queer, folks. What do you want me to fucking do? Ain't nobody watching anyway. I shared this to my Discord. I didn't share it to all the Discord rooms I belong to because I don't want all of them to come in and see me. You know, like only the people that are important I share it to. I guess I'm not really that important, but you know, I definitely don't want to. I'm definitely scared to invite like every Discord room that I'm part of into it. That's just I'm like in some Discord rooms I'm absent. You know what I'm saying? I'm always absent a lot in them. You know. So anyway, guys. So how's 2022 already treating you? It's already treating me kind of pretty good, I guess. I feel like I'm getting sick a little bit. I know it's not the Omarion or what is it called? I'm gonna call it the Omarion. You know, I kind of want to say the real name because I don't want to get tagged. Don't get tagged. You don't want to get tagged on Twitch for this, Derek. You really don't. I mean, you know, you don't want to get tagged, man. Because if you say the magic words of the pandemic, the sickness, the illness created by the American and Japanese government somehow came out of Wu Tang, or where the fuck, Wu Tang? What did it come out of? Huang? What the fuck ever. I don't know. It came out of somewhere across seas. You know, it's a fucking great bioweapon, if you ask me. But anyway, it came out, you know, saying at first we thought they were going to use this to get rid of Trump, but no, they're like, got you. We're going to use this to change your lives forever, which they have been. I was talking to a guy was talking to my boss, and the lady that also works for me. And then I butted in the conversation. He wasn't trying to talk to me. He wasn't really trying to have an intelligent conversation. He was trying to talk to the ladies that work there because he wanted to seem smart, and he also kind of wanted to flirt because both the ladies I work with are pretty attractive. So he was like, "What is Fat Boy doing here?" Fat Boy's gonna throw. I come over and threw some facts down. Everybody's like, "Yeah, facts," but like once I threw some facts down. You know what I'm saying? He still kind of like didn't really want to talk to me. He was kind of leaning towards them more because he's like, look, I'm trying to get laid here. So and that's what guys all do. All of us guys, we do that. We'll see some woman on, you know, that we're interested in fucking, and we just want to, you know, talk to them. We don't want to talk to other people. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he was saying that, man, they've really been fucking us out of our freedom since 9/11. Since 9/11, I say a little bit before that. You know, I say like in the 50s when they were testing people with a little thing called MK Ultra, and even before MK Ultra, you know what I'm saying? They've always kind of given your freedoms a little bit as a privilege. A privilege. Here's this privilege. You can drink this beer and take this fucking shot, but you cannot. But you can't drink two beers or take two shots. You know what I'm saying? It's always a privilege. They give you a privilege like you're a grounded child. Like when you're a kid, I remember my parents used to ground me like every week for something, some stupid junked up charges so we can get out of their hair. They'd either throw us outside or, you know, hey, we're thirsty. We got a water hose out there. Or, you know, and if you come inside to get something to drink, you're grounded for 2 weeks. You know, and you go in your room and sit there for 2 weeks, and every time you like breathe wrong, you're grounded. And that's kind of what they're doing now. You know, this is just the worst time of fucking us. You know. At least in MK Ultra, they were giving people acid and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. You know, feed us something to let us have a good time. And what the fuck, bro? So, anyway, salute to my friends, my family. Got some Southern Comfort. Got my shots right here. Got me something to kind of wash the shots down. Always wash your shots down with a beer. Don't wash it down with a Coke or water or something like that. It's not classy. Beer is more classy. Like, we don't live in a fucking trailer park here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, salute. Mm. and you don't have to wash anything back with it. But I'm not a wild animal. You know what I'm saying? Wild animals are people that don't need a chaser. But anyway, I've been thinking a lot, and I decided, you know what, man, I'm gonna start going to the gym. So tomorrow, Monday morning, from when I'm recording this, will be the first time I step back into a gym in a long time. I'm I'm tired of women at my job getting envious of my titties. Like every fucking time, they're like, man, we can tell it's cold outside because Derek's nipples are shining, and it's like, yeah. And they're like envious. Like one girl was like, I wish my tits were as big as yours. I'm like, well, they're not, so sucks for you. Haha. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I'll teach you, but I'm gonna have to charge. But so I decided to start back at the gym. Also, I was talking to a friend of mine on Facebook. He showed me the app that can help me track my calories and shit like that. I'm pretty sure drinking this beer and these shots are not helping anything. But I've been trying to be healthier. I can't give up beer and shots, man. I've given up too much in my life, man. Definitely not gonna give up beer, man. Sorry. And I've been drinking beer all day, so that probably hasn't helped. Definitely better than what I was drinking last week. You know what I'm saying? But like I've been on fucking Facebook for a minute. I want to see what the 10-year challenge is. Like, what's gonna be my 10-year challenge? What I'm saying? I'm still fat and fucking like my was black. That's it. Like I can share a picture and I'm like fucking looking like a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand everybody's 10-year challenges. Like every chick on my fucking Facebook now has to do a 10-year challenge. Like, yes, queen, that's me back 10 years ago when I was in college. I was skinny, and you're like, no, you were still fat. Like, like every one of their pictures are like now is like from just the top part up. Like all you see is like the fat girl fucking. That's the fat girl phase. And like I'm not trying to hate, but now they all look like me with the wig on. Pretty much like if I would wear like a long haired wig and I would kind of look like them. Like, it is what it is, folks, but that's what it looks like. They look like me with a wig. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, they might have been a little hot before methamphetamines, before fucking, getting pregnant by some douchebag that's probably in prison now. You know what I'm saying? It's always a lovely story, especially for the people on my Facebook. They had such, you could tell the roughness of their lives. That these meth heads should not be doing this. This is sad. It's just fucking sad. Like, it makes you sad just makes you sad for them. You're like, God damn, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your name is, I can't think of a name without trying to insult somebody, on my Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to say like Sarah or something like that, but there's like 4 Sarahs on there, and 2 of them I banged. Trying to think. I can't say that name either. I can't say, Billy Bob Joe Lean or some shit, you know what I'm saying? There's one of those on there too, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Joe Lean or something like that. Like, Joe Lean, look, man. You lost all your fucking teeth in the meth accident. You have 15 kids. You don't look good no more. Stop. Stop your shit. Posting in front of the same trailer house you're living in 10 years ago. No ambitions at all. They just, I want to touch my 10-year picture. Like every one of these fat chicks are doing it. It's none of the hot chicks are doing it because all the hot chicks are too busy sucking dick, man. They're not on fucking Facebook. They're sucking dick somewhere. They're still swallowing that cock because they have not lost that look yet. They're gonna lose a look. The next 10-year challenge they will lose the look. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen like I told a story a while back how a lady on the podcast, how this lady screamed at me over Jameson, how we didn't have Jameson. Well, she came back in the store for round 2 yesterday. Or day before yesterday, Friday, and I was there, and my coworker got to see the wrath of this scrawny lady that used to be hot. Now she's like, you could tell she used to be hot because like she still kind of looked bangable. Like, you know what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I was drunk and I was at the bar and she was like, hey, you're at home, then I'd do it. Like fuck it, like fuck, man. Like, look at me. You don't think I would do it? Shit, in a heartbeat. But like, she's not hot no more. But you can tell she has like, or like she don't understand the work because she's never had to work. She's one of those people, and like a lot of them chicks on my Facebook are either that they're one of those chicks that just been ran out by every shit kicker in town. Then the shit kicker has kids with him. He pays for everything, and now they're just like all they have to do is take pictures on Facebook. Their 10-year challenge. 10 years ago, I was kind of hot, but now I'm just a chunky mama. You're like, no, you're not. You're just a worn out mama. Like I'm a mother, it's like like they're proud of it, but like you can tell they're really not, because like deep down, like when you look in their eyes, they're fucking dead. Like every second of their life, they're fucking dead, bro. Like they're my nose is so fucking running right now. The fucking allergies kick my ass. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not COVID, because if it was COVID, people would actually care about me. I'm never gonna get it because I know people don't give a fuck about me. So like I can get it. I'm gonna get it when it's not cool no more to have it. And everybody's like, Derek, it's been over for 3 years. Like, just go ahead and die or come into work. Which one are you gonna do? So, but anyway, these chicks are like, sitting there posting their 10-year. It's like, you were ugly then, you're ugly now, and then, or some that were hot were like, now they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I still got it. It's like, no, you don't. Meth and rough living. Get ran out by every shit kicker in the bar has really took that away from you. Like this one girl, I call her Stale Dick. She posted one. I said, "Look, Stale Dick, I call her Stale Dick. If you listen to the afternoon beer podcast is on Spotify. Definitely listen to the story. It's the saga of Stale Dick. It's a story about this chick that tried to bang me, and I was like, no, and all my friends banged her and stuff like that. Well, she was one of those. She'd always like one of the classy kind of women that's already been worn out before you're 20 years old. No one wants you kind of thing. That's what she was. But she posted her 10-year picture, and I was just like, saying like, I know what we could do. How about we post 10-year pictures of our bodies? Mine still looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Unlike most of you girls, I don't mean to be sexist today, but unlike most of them, I kept my high school weight. I didn't gain no weight. I think I lost some. I'm pretty sure. But, and like, I kept my high school weight. Why couldn't you? That's my only question. Anyway, I'm trying to lose that high school weight, and I'm definitely not trying to have no 10-year challenge, 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? It's just depressing now, man. It's like one of the most depressing things I ever see, that we're all aging now, and like my whole high school was like full of fucking dirty skanks, bro. Like, just gross. These gross people, man. They're so fucking gross, and you can never just shut up. Stop living in the past. Everybody's like, well, Derek, don't make fun of it. Every time there's something comes out, you have to talk shit about it. Yeah. Because y'all stupid. Y'all follow the bandwagon every fucking day of the week. Y'all stupid. Truly. It's good beer. I mean, it never was hot. But it got me thinking, though. It did get me thinking. In 10 years, who do you want to be? Because a lot of people haven't changed, man. And especially coming from a small town, they're like all like, just all these freaking just weird loser like people just roaming around and shit like that. And a lot of them like, well, 10 years ago I was leaving high school. It's like, no, you weren't. Like, we're all in our 30s. 10 years ago, they were having like their first kids and shit like that. And now it's like all just fucking it's just all flab and shit like that. Let's take a picture of your fucking junk, man. See what it looks like 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? You went from, tightness to roast beef sandwich. That's all I'm saying to that. But I want to like think about it, because I'm always the kind of guy that only thinks a day ahead of time. I don't care where I'm gonna be in 5 years. I'm probably gonna be dead. I don't know where I'm gonna be like in 10 years. I'm probably gonna be dead. Honestly. But I'm the kind of guy that's like, where am I gonna be in, 10 years? And that's what I've been kind of thinking about, man. Saying, like, what was the last 10 years for you? Like, like, that's what they got to think about too. Like, every start of the year, I always think about just the last year, because the last, like, I feel like thinking about the last 10 years is stupid. It's dumb. Like, you don't want to be that person you were. I don't want to be that person I was when I was 24. You know what I'm saying? I was a different person. I was on drugs. I was fucking, I was driving fast down the street. I didn't care if I lived or died. It was always something. It was never ever a fucking fun time. I mean, it was fun at the time, but like, you look back at it, I was so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see no pictures of me 10 years ago because I was stupid. Yeah, I look a lot better now, but like, what I'm saying is, like, I had better clothes and stuff like that, but like, I had like fake friends around me at all times. I always had like, like, I was that guy that would literally be just tweaked out, just fucking sitting there screaming about the government, or you know what I'm saying, sitting there in my house like on the fucking floor thinking the police are watching me and shit, you know what I'm saying, with a gun in one hand, just thinking I was fucking Pablo Escobar of the fucking trailer park, and I wasn't. So like it's like I'm glad I'm not the person I was 10 years ago, but I think it takes like oh, like I've changed even from the last 3 years. I've changed. I'm a more laid back person. My boss told me the other day, she's like, you have a bad attitude. It's like, you have no idea. Like the attitude I had 10 years ago, the attitude I had 5 years ago, and like because every year, every couple of years, my attitude changes. It gets better, and like the attitude I had a year ago, it's even better now. I mean, kinda. I'm just not as I'm more stressed out than I was last year, but the attitude I had 4 years ago, you wouldn't be able to take it because I would have just walked out of this job. Like I remember, like one of the last jobs in my hometown, I just left it. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to pay me enough. Cool. Bye. There was no negotiation like I do now. Like at my job now, I actually go back there and talk to my boss. I actually negotiate. But like you got to think about that. Like every year is a new opportunity for change. It's a new opportunity to be a better person, or a worse person, or what you want to be. Whatever your goals are, it's every year is a new stepping stone to your goals. No, if you live or die that year, you gotta work your ass off to be the person you want to be. If it's a bad person, to be a bad person. If it's a good person, to be a good person. Um, I know for a fact I was part of the. I was a bad person 10 years ago. I'm not really bad, but I was like I had a worse attitude than I do now. You know what I'm saying? I was not happy with myself. I was not happy with anything around me. I was like living in a trailer with a very ungrateful person. I was stuck with this just like with this job with ungrateful people that didn't treasure me for what I should get paid for. I was underpaid. I was overworked. Kind of sounds like now, honestly. But you know what I'm saying? Like at the job situation, it kind of sounds like now. Tell you the truth, I mean, so I'm paid a lot better now, of course, but like I'm pretty much made like the last 6 months I made 10 to 12,000 more than I've made last year altogether. So I think that's pretty good. It's not that good, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So like, but there was, but like at that time I was underpaid. I was barely making it, and 10 years ago I was literally just that guy that just you know what I'm saying. I just did what the fuck I wanted. Like what? Like after I get off work, I'd party by myself sometimes, just fucking just play video games all night. Go to work the next morning, fucking just ready to go. Pew, you know? But I'm not that guy no more. So it's just like it's literally been a crazy change for me. And so, like, you know, like instead of taking pictures on fucking Facebook, I'm sorry, I hate on that kind of shit, all these new trends. I hate trends. That's my problem. I hate these trends. So, it's not really a new trend because everybody did that last year, too. It's like, isn't that picture from 10 years ago just a year newer than that one you posted last year at this time, stupid ass? Like, really? Like, you people are so stupid. Like, y'all fall for this dumb shit every fucking year. Every fucking year. And it's funny, I saw a meme that said the FBI was like, how do I get people's pictures of recognition? And Facebook's all, just give them a 10-year challenge. And like, you know, it's not that the FBI is really involved. Do I really believe the FBI is involved? No. But what I believe is like, you know, everybody that falls for these trends, that's like, those are the people you can tell on your Facebook that are followers, that are just like fucking pussy ass followers and shit. But you can just tell life's been hard on those people. You're like, oh, those are who we need to pray for. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people we need to fucking pray for. Like, why is your cheeks sucking in? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got more black under your eyes than I do. I have black under my eyes, but I'm always up fucking talking shit on the internet and fucking watching YouTube and getting into fucking rabbit holes on YouTube the whole fucking night. You know, but gray hair and shit. I got gray hair. I didn't have gray hair 10 years ago. But that's about it. I mean, on that part. I mean, it's just like, but a lot of things changed in the last 10 years. And my only challenge to most of y'all is like, be a better person than what you were 10 years ago. You know, it's cool to show a cute picture of you when you're in high school, but like, what are you going to do to be different from that person you were 10 years ago? Because believe it or not, you can either be better or you can be worse. Because I believe every year or so you change. Every couple of months you can change. Every 2 years, you're not the same person you were 2 years ago if you're a progressive. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe because like I'm a very progressive person in a way. I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. Like when I first moved to Killeen, I was a different person. I was homeless. I didn't have no fucking I didn't have a job. I just quit my job. I was a fucking alcoholic and everything, you know what I'm saying? A pothead. And now I'm none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have a drink or two every once in a while when I'm doing the podcast, or I have a drink or two when I'm at home. Yeah, the 10-year challenge is a thing on Facebook, bro. What's up, Jarrell? Jarrell asks, 10-year challenge? Question mark. Yeah. What's up, bro? The 10-year challenge is a thing on Facebook where people are literally posting like a 10-year old, a picture from 10 years ago and a picture from now. My thing is like, how have you changed from the last 10 years? Because a lot of people haven't. And my whole thing is I have changed a lot in the last 10 years. Like I have, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the person I've become now as opposed to the person I was even 3 years ago. When I first moved to Killeen, when I had no home, you know what I'm saying? When I was an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? Like it was hard. It was hard for me to become like the man I am today and the man I'm going to be next year at this time and the man I'm going to be in 10 years from now. Like it's going to be crazy. I feel like I'm going to become such a great guy, and I'm working on becoming a great guy at least. But I was making fun of them for posting, this picture from 10 years ago, and it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like you're still a meth head scumbag, and I told somebody that and they got mad at me, of course. And I'm the bad guy. But no, I'm just that guy, man. Like, and I'm the kind of guy, just like, I love telling the truth. And I just think these stupid challenges they put on Facebook are stupid and dumb unless you learn something from it. Like I think every year, like especially at the beginning of the year, you have to like I look back at the last year and say, what did I learn? I learned that I ain't cut out for a lot of things. I ain't cut out for the big city, and I'm just me. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. Like like every year, even as old as I am, it's like it's a learning process, and every year should be a learning process for any man that has half a brain. Should learn something instead of have like most of these people are like, oh, I'm never going to change. I'm never going to change. I'm always going to think like this, blah, blah. So that's stupid. Like, that's dumb as fuck. Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, I used to know somebody like that, and he's still the same guy he was 5 years ago. He's still the same guy he was 10 years ago. He's still the same guy he was when I first met him in high school. Just the same fucking guy. But he has kids now. He has a pot belly. He has no teeth. And he's like, I will never change. I'm always going to be the same badass motherfucker. It's like, bro, once you hit a certain age, it's time to change. Like I was talking to two of my friends on Facebook, these two women I've known them for a long time, and I was like, it's getting old to be that same guy that's always at the party. That's, like, and I used to think that was cool. I used to like pride myself on being like the older guy that was like an uncle to all the kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Let me teach you something. One thing right here. Let's chug a beer. Like I went to party with my little brother and his friends. They're all 10 years younger than me. That's a good example, actually. They're all my little brother's 10 years younger than me. He's 24. I'm 34. And I went to party with him and his friends. We were playing beer pong. And I was like, I've been playing this since 2002. And I'm like, they're like, 2002? Really? Like, we were like 5 years old when we were playing this. And I'm just like, oh. Like, it made me feel like the biggest fucking loser ever, just hanging out with these kids. Even though I had a great time. But I was just like, I feel like a fucking loser, bro. Like that's why like, I try my best to hang out with people my age now. Like, I like I hang out with the people I stay with, what I'm saying? We don't go out and go to bars no more. We don't, we're not driving our cars and racing like we used to back in high school. And, I remember back in high school, me and my friend Nathan would, get in the car. We've been drinking and smoking and stuff. And we're cruising down the street and trying to swing our cars back and forth. And then we try to like spin our tires and shit. It's like, man, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, as a man, I don't want to do shit like that. I mean, I'm having some shots and some drinks right now, talking on Twitch. After this, I'm probably going to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. I got to hit the gym in the morning. By the way, I started the gym, and I got to hit the gym tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hit the gym first thing in the morning. I'm going to work out for a little bit, probably eat a couple eggs, go to work, come home, go back to the gym, and go to bed. That's going to be my routine. And instead of like what we used to do, it's just fun around and act crazy. And I never understood like the whole 10-year challenge thing because I'm such a different person. I'm embarrassed to who I was 10 years ago. I read my Facebook history, like the sad history. You know how like you read what was it, the what happened on what did you post on this day on Facebook 12 years ago? It's like, dude, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. I used to call myself Diesel the Demon. I used to be a rapper, and I used to always like rap almost the same shit, but like I would write a rap every night. And I'd be like, yo, I'm the microphone assassin. These people talking shit. I put my gun to their face and start blasting. I don't give a damn. No, I never did. Ain't it kind of crazy? They're scared of me now, but the way they used to treat me when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I used to like rap about stuff like that. And I rap about my whole day. Like I made a rap song one time about following a customer home and beating the shit out of them. And it's just like, why be like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now. I do grown man things. So I look at like all that stuff I wrote on Facebook back then. I'm like, I am not going to repost something that I did that 10 years ago, 10-year challenge. I'm not going to repost a picture like with a backwards hat on and shit. Like I saw my 10-year picture today and it was pathetic. Like I had a picture of myself. I was holding one of my shotguns like this, and I had like a Bud Light in one hand, and I had a shotgun in another hand. I was like, this, I had my hat on backwards. I'm like, dude, I would have kicked my ass. Simple as that. I mean, simple as that. Anybody hear me? I'm trying to be quiet as I can because people are asleep, and that's the only way I can record without everybody screaming. And I got to do my ads real fast. Okay. So cutting up 254 is my bro Marcus. You know what I'm saying? You need your yard cut in a clean area. Your yards look embarrassing, bro. I walk to work every day, and it's just like when I walk past some of these yards, it just makes me sick. Like I hope no one sees me. I hope none of my friends see me walking and pick me up when I'm close to some of these people's yards because it looks horrible. So anyway, if you have a horrible looking yard, call my boy Marcus at 254-466-5788. The number again is 254-466-5788. This is veteran owned. Mows, weed eats, edges, leaf blows, makes it look like a golf course. I'm serious. He does the yard out here. He's always on time too. He ain't some guy you pick up from Home Depot like one of my uncles. You know, you can pick up my uncle from Home Depot. He's not gonna do it right. He's gonna ask for water. He's gonna most likely pee in your yard. Marcus won't do none of that. Marcus is the kind of guy that would literally have your yard cut fast and done, and he's out of there. There's no shenanigans, none of that bullshit. So definitely call Marcus at 254-466-5788. And you know what I'm saying? Once again, the number is 254-466-5788. Back to the fucking show. Yes. I was that was a pretty fast ad. I need to start doing more ads. I feel like I need to get picked up by the bidet company, man. I was just ever since episode 1 of my podcast, back when I called it the Morning Beer Podcast, I've always wanted to be picked up by a bidet company. I've been trying my best because, man, ever since the first time I used a bidet, I was like, and at first I didn't want to use it. You asked my friend Chris already. I went to his house and I stayed in his house for 7 days after I got fired from IHOP, right before I started working at the current job I have now. And I was like literally 7 days staying at this guy's house, and I did not use the bidet till day 3. And then I was like this is what heaven feels like, bro. Like for real. Like you don't know how it feels like I don't think anybody knows how it feels like literally to walk off with like a truly clean butthole. Like it's like, oh, this is fucking awesome, you know. But anyway, anybody has a bidet company out there that's listening to this in the future or right now or on YouTube later on this week, definitely please hook it up with me. Please. I can sell you some bidets, bro. I even got like a secret idea with the bidets, how we had an alcohol shortage this year. I don't think I want to get too much into that because the government will shut me down. I don't want to be shut down again. So anyway, I was thinking about a good friend of mine, or a good friend of my family's too. This old man used to help us out a lot, and we're gonna call him Barry because I don't want to say his real name because, like, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of stuff happened, and he ended up getting like alcohol dementia and stuff like that. But like he used to be a big time drinker, and I mean this guy was a legend. He was a bad motherfucker. Like I remember like they had him on Facebook one time. Like he was like in his 60s, and he got like into a car race with the police, and the police didn't catch him. The only reason why they caught this man is because he stopped and got out on his own. He got tired of running. You know, so he got out and put his hands up and they threw him on the ground. I was like, man, you throw that old ass man on the ground, bro. Like they threw him on the ground. He was like, and you imagine a 60-year-old man, drunk as hell, on drugs probably. But he was a good friend of my parents, and before he got on drugs, he would come over to our house a lot. He helped my parents out a lot. You know, said help us find a house to live in. He was just an all around good guy. He used to have a saying called, "It's time to hit the old dusty trail." And he'd always say that every time he's about to leave. Every time, man. I remember this guy would he'd come over to our house when I was a little kid, and even up until I was a teenager. And he'd come over every Friday. They'd get drunk as fuck. They'd drink Bloody Marys. They would have he'd buy some vodka and some whatever you needed for Bloody Marys. Now we had at my job we had the mix and everything, but they had to make the mix themselves, and with V8 juice and I remember this guy he was always talking about living by the border, and he was like a white dude, but he knew Spanish, and he'd always mess with me by saying stuff in Spanish "Hey, como estás, Derrek? How you doing?" You know, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? He'd always say something random in Spanish, "Hey, paprito," you know, I think I meant a person who farts a lot. I'm like, well, I appreciate that, and so he was always just a nice ass dude, man. But they would poke fun at me and also my brothers, but that's the way it was. If you have boomer parents, their friends would come by. They'd poke fun at you. They'd kind of sun you a little bit, kind of put you in your place. But that was always for your own good. This man would always say it was time to hit the old dusty trail. And every time you see him, he'd have a Keystone Light in his hand. Every freaking time. No matter if it was 8 a.m., no matter if it was 6 a.m., because he would wake up in the morning. He'd have a 24 pack left. He would knock out about 12 beers first thing in the morning, get in his car, or his truck, go straight to work. You know what I'm saying? Buy another 2 24 packs, knock out one of them while he's at work, knock out half the other one and go to bed. Wake up in the morning, knock out the other one, and you start over. This man was a true legend of drinking, man. Just crazy. It was Keystone Light. Who could do that? I can't do that. I'm not gonna lie. I drink stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say their name because they're not sponsoring me yet. But I can't drink stuff like Keystone Light like that. I was drinking Bud Light last week, and that my stomach's still barely healing from that. So he was a great guy, but he'd always say before he'd leave the house, because he'd come over every Friday, and my parents would have us pizza. They'd order pizza for us kids. You know, whatever friend we had over, we'd have pizza. You know, we'd be there playing PlayStation 2, or running around the neighborhood acting like fucking hooligans. When I got older, me and my friends were out, trying to hide that we were stoned, which they would spot it. And him and his wife would come over. His wife would sit with my mom on the porch or in the living room, and they would drink Bloody Marys and talk shit. And Thursday, I remember Thursdays were always so hectic with my family because it was we had to clean the house. We had to clean the house. I was like, come on, bro, god damn, because at the time they owned the house still. So we had to clean the house before they got there. And it's man, this fucking sucks. We had to act like something we weren't, I always said that. Man, we ain't gonna clean this fucking house, bro. I'm not cleaning up out of this shit, bro. But I had to clean my room and shit, and I hated it. Oh, I hated it. I talk shit about it every time. Bloody Mary Friday, fuck. And he come over, so they'd sit there, and him and my stepdad would sit in the kitchen, and they'd call me in there, and I'd always feel kind of special. They'd kind of give me a beer sometimes, and they'd be like, hey, you're eating again? And they always had comments, but he'd always say stuff like, I'm about to hit the old dusty trail, or, say, oh, you salty dog. He had these weird sayings, and I just remember the hit the old dusty trail was one of my favorite ones, because, and in life, that meant, it's time to go. I'm leaving. And I think in 2022, I've really committed myself to hitting the old dusty trail with a lot of, just baggage in this life, Sky. Some from people, I had to drop some people out of my life. It really was really hard for me. But I remember that guy saying that. I remember him drunk as hell sitting at the door of my house and going, well, boys, I'm going to hit the old dust trail. I'll see y'all later. And he turn around and look back and goes, and just walk off. And you won't ever see him until Friday of the next week, and you're like, God damn, how did he make it home? But and that's what I feel like I had to do in 2022 with a lot of people in my life. I think I had to you know what, man? I think it's about time to hit the old dusty trail with these people, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like pretty much knock these people out of my life and stuff like that. And that was like, with someone that was very toxic in my life. And there was a few other people that were very toxic. And I tried to make up with them at the end of the year and it didn't work out. And, and it's like, just had to let them go. You had to let them go because like, you didn't want to end up in a bad situation in life. And hitting the dusty trail before things got bad, that's just the way it was. Because, he hit the dusty trail a lot of times before my parents got into a fight or before something, before everybody's about to get too sick and start throwing up everywhere or something, he would hit the dusty trail. And that's what the motto I've got in life was, I want to make a shirt that says that. I just want to hit the dusty trail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to live a life where I just like, before it gets bad, I'm leaving. Goodbye. And that's pretty much what I did with a lot of people in my life. Like, especially since like, last August, I guess, I just started, I started cleaning out all these people in my life. And I think 2022 will be a great year if a lot of people would follow that advice. Just leave. It's time to go. So the party was fun. It was good times. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. We got drunk on some Bloody Marys. You know what I'm saying? We made fun of your kids. We, you know what I'm saying? We watched the fat one eat all the pizza. And then, make fun of him for his weight. But now it's time to go. It's time to go home. It's time to go home, take my boots off, put my feet in the air, drink a couple more Keystones, and go to sleep. That's what life is about, man. Like if these same people were meant to be stuck in your life forever, yeah, look, that's my boy. What's up, cop? Is that Santa Claus flipping me off? Yeah. But anyway, no, like if these same people were meant to be in your life forever, man, it would be sad. Your life would suck. It would literally be like they just drag you down, or maybe you drag them down too. Like maybe it's like, once they see you leave, they're like, oh man, we say, who are we gonna drag down now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a hateful person, but I'm always trying to find new meaning to a lot of shit. And my new meaning for 2022 has to be I'm working on myself. And it sounds like something a bitch would say. Like some bitch like, I'm working on myself, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work on myself, man. I'm going to the gym in the morning for the first time in like 2 fucking years. I'm going to die. Like, I'm literally going to die. Especially the people I'm going with, they're going to like kill me. Like, and it's going to be enjoyable to see my fat roly-poly ass up there trying to fucking lift weights and shit again. Like, I've been practicing on boxes at work, but that shit ain't the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can lift every box at work with one hand. But, like, that shit's not going to be the fucking same. It's not. But, and like, with that old man, Barry, I really thought that it's time to hit the old dusty trail with this lifestyle. It's really time to fucking, all the toxic people being left in 2021. And the toxic body is going to be left in 2021, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight going to be ready to, what is that symbol? Oh. Like, people on YouTube have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, they're like, dude, who are you talking to? Like, when someone says something in the comments. Like, so I have so many. But, like, I think it's time. Like, 2022, man. I'm 34 years old, bro. I'm getting old as fuck. And, you know what I'm saying? It's time to hit the old dusty trail. It's time for me to do my thing. It's time for me to, like, at this time next year, I'm trying to be like I'm not trying to be like one of the fat people either that like the fat guys get online and they're like, oh look, I'm losing weight. Everybody follow my journey. It's like, oh, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't want to follow your fucking journey, fat ass. Get up. You know what I'm saying? Over there on the treadmill trying to look cute and shit with your fucking titties hitting you in the face. Fuck off. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm trying to be that drunk guy though. Someone went back in my mouth. Salute to you boys for jumping in, Jarrell and Koppel. I always have a chaser, because I'm not a wild animal, bro. But you have to use something good as a chaser, like a beer. If you use a Coke as a chaser or like a soda as a chaser or something like that, you're a hillbilly. But I'm not a hillbilly, so I use a beer. And if I didn't use a chaser, I'd be pretty much a wild animal. I'm not a wild animal. I'm a fucking civilized person. I'm very fucking civilized, this motherfucker. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's time to hit the dusty trail when it comes to the old ways, man. Because like every year, every day, Not every year, because people wait till like New Year's, like, oh look, I'm gonna change in New Year's. And every fucking day is an opportunity to change, to be a better person. You're never too old to change who you are. Like, and that's one thing I've been learning, because I used to be one of the people that say I want to be like this forever. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years ago, I was literally one of the people that's like, I want to be like this forever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be drunk and on drugs and driving my car fucking fast as fuck down the road, and I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna be doing this forever, bro. But I'm not. Plus, I ain't got a car no more, and they took my license away. Let's say Texas took my license away because I drive a little too fast, just a little bit. But anyway, you know, like, and I used to just drive crazy, and I used to do crazy things, get into fights all the time and shit like that. And that shit's over. Like, you know, so the last couple of years, I've changed who I am, and so that's over. It's time to hit the old dusty trail when it comes to this old ass fucking shit. And that's what I try to explain to, like, you know, a lot of people. I knocked a lot of toxic people out of my life now. It's crazy. It's crazy that I don't talk to these people no more. Like, to me, because I never would have thought. Never would have thought. Yeah, goals, bro. Like, I never would have thought ever in my life that I would never talk to some of these people. Like, I had a great time last week just chilling with Jarrell and them. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. I love chilling now. You know what I'm saying? Old me was like, you know, partying and acting crazy. You imagine if I would have came out to clean 10 years ago, I would have got shot. For real. Somebody would have shot me in the ass, bro. Like, right in the asshole. Like, right in the hole. Like, oh. I don't know. That probably would have been like, but they feel good, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, cartoon cop. I'm still talking about bidets, bro. You know, I was talking about bidets on episode 1. 90 fucking 3 episodes later, 94 episodes later, bidet time. He said the sloth. That's me, bro. But oh yeah, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Got our boy on the shirt, Life Wax. You know what I'm saying? I miss the Life Wax, man. But yeah, I had knock a lot of knock a lot of that bad stuff out, man. Because like it was like I was realizing it last year, and which was weird because I never think ahead like that. I'm literally the kind of guy that thinks like tomorrow maybe. Like, what are we gonna do tomorrow? I guess I'll be at work. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't ever think ahead, but like I had to think like ahead in my life. I was like, dude, if I keep these same haters in my life, I'm not going to succeed. I'm not going to be this person I want to be. I want to be one of the greatest podcasts out there. I know I don't have the makings of it right now, but I will. You know, I want to be just that guy that's like, you know, out there living life, man, enjoying life. I want to be happy with my life, and like I know I will be soon. I just don't know when. I don't know what it's going to take, what it's going to do, what I'm going to do, what it's like, you know, what I'm going to have to do. But like I realized with all the old relationships in my life, like I had an ex I was holding on to and I was talking to almost every day, and unfortunately I had to drop her out of my life, and it's just like, look, it is what it is. Because I always had that fantasy of us getting together and, you know, saying like, you know, us doing this thing. It's like, man, it's not going to happen. It's over. She's a whore. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to drop that out of my life. Then I had to drop, you know, like family members that didn't want me to succeed in the first place. Because I remember the same few family members I dropped out of my life. It's like, this is embarrassing to admit, but like, you know, 10 to 14 years ago, I wanted to be a rapper. And I would rap every day, and they would tell me, you can't do it, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that, like your rhymes suck, like, you know, saying you don't mumble, like they were like into mumble rap, and they're like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are your lyrics so noticeable? Why are you rapping so fast? Why are you rapping so slow? Why are you doing this? Why is it half of a chop and screw? Why is this? Because I would chop and screw my own music and shit. And I let that get to me. I was like, you know, what am I doing? Why am I trying to succeed in this? And at that point, I let them toxic people tell me how to live my life, how to feel, how to dream, how to think. And then, like, for years, I had no ambitions at all. I just wanted to get drunk. I was at the bar almost every night. I was getting the fights. I was literally, I remember, like, at one time, I got into a fight at this place called, I got really drunk at this one bar in Buchanan, Texas. And I stood up on the fucking thing, and I fell, and I tried to fight these people, and I tried to fight these people and stuff like that. It was horrible, and that was just not who I am. And like I had no ambitions, but now I have ambitions. So in conclusion, like you have to, it's 2022. It's time to cut these people out of your life. We got enough to worry about with the pandemic. We got enough to worry about with, like, you know what I'm saying, with children or whatever y'all have going on in your life. I know you two guys are both that said something in the thing. Comments, y'all are both creators. We're all content creators. We all need to start focusing on, how do I put it? We all need to start focusing on what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Not what other people think about us. You know what I'm saying? It's time to help them people hit the dusty trail. You know what I'm saying? Hit that old dusty trail, motherfucker, because I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing. Because this is what I want to fucking do. This is my life, and I want to live my fucking life. 2022. This is the year of rising, man. This is not the year of fucking sitting around and, you know, moping about it or talking about it. This is the year of fucking rising, man. We have to rise this year because the last 2 years have been horrible. I haven't been on a stage and did stand up. You know how long the last time I did stand up was, like, fucking almost 3 years ago? What the fuck? And, like, last time I fucking, like, even made a creative video was almost 2 years ago. Like, I have not made a video since Derrek's Luck or even Rambo Billy Bob. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I am, bro. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But I have not made a video since Rambo Billy Bob or even the last Rambo Billy Bob. No, Derrek's Luck. That one I wrote and produced, and me and Already edited. That's the last time I made a video. So I'm really like, this is the year to jump on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And all them toxic relationships in your life, you gotta tell them it's time to hit the dusty trail, man, because we're out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I'm sorry it was early this week. Um, Next week we'll definitely, hopefully, be back on normal time. It might not be because I might have a guest next week. Definitely going to the fights next weekend in Austin to watch my buddy Skylar Harp roll on the fucking mat, man, do his fucking thing. So I'm really excited about that. You know, anybody that knows me knows I love those guys to death, and I just cannot wait to be there watching them and, you know, supporting my friend, supporting my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of my oldest fucking friends, man. He accepted me back when I was a Yu-Gi-Oh fucking nerd. Back when I was a Dragon Ball Z nerd trying to do a Kamehameha on the teacher. You know what I'm saying? That was my brother. So y'all have a great fucking time, and I appreciate you guys for jumping in and listening. I am going to step outside and talk to my homeboy and drink another beer. Thank you guys. Thank you, Cartoon Cop. Thank you, Jarrell, for jumping in. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you very much, and y'all have a great fucking day. And definitely catch me on YouTube on every Friday with this. And also, I'm gonna have a new beer video coming out. I know I said last time I would. I just have not had the video edited yet. So y'all have a great fucking day. Peace. I hate turning so much off. Like, what the fuck, man? Oh, that's right.